Thank you, Clywyd. One of the things that has struck me the most throughout this whole debate is how surprised the Welsh Government has been at the level of public anger and resentment that has been regarding the 20-mile-an-hour rollout. For months and months leading up to it, there has been huge public opposition to this policy, which this Labour government has willfully ignored. And this is the reason that this petition has broken our records at almost 500,000 signatures. It is because the Welsh public not only feel that you are implementing a policy that they fundamentally disagree with, but that you are doing it in spite of them as well. As we all agree, there is an almost universal acknowledgement that 20-mile-an-hour limits need to be set around schools, playgrounds and areas of high pedestrian traffic like our town centres. But implementing a 20-mile-an-hour speed on roads that do not fit this criterion is ludicrous. Not only is it unenforceable without an extensive network of speed cameras.
Are you giving way, Joel James?
No, let me carry on first and then I'll try. Speed bumps and chicanes, but I would also argue that it actually increases the likelihood of dangerous driving because people become frustrated and take greater risks, overtaking in dangerous conditions and rushing to make up for lost time. As we have also seen, 20-mile-an-hour speed limits do not significantly reduce the number of crashes, casualty rates or average traffic speeds. I am sure members from the opposing benches will argue that a reduction in speed from 30 to 20 mile an hour is designed to reduce casualty rates. And whilst we all welcome that objective, the data doesn't suggest that there will be fewer crashes, fatalities because of the reduction. Firstly, over the last 20 years, there's been a huge decline in the number of crashes on Welsh roads, from around 10,000 per year in 1993 to around 2,700 in 2022. And this will no doubt have been because of the improvements in car safety, car braking systems and traffic management in areas of existing high collisions. Secondly, data that shows that most accidents are caused by failing to look properly, loss of control of the vehicle and being reckless or in a hurry. Thus, I have serious doubts that reducing speeds on 30-mile-an-hour roads to 20 mile an hour will have much of an impact on those existing reasons. Moreover, whilst evidence may show that reducing speed from 30 mile an hour to 20 mile an hour decreases certain pollutants, may I remind members in this chamber that this only applies when the traffic is smooth flowing. 20-mile-an-hour speed limits have been shown to cause an increase in the amount that traffic stops and restarts, and evidence has shown that this actually causes considerable more pollution to be released into the atmosphere, especially from HGV vehicles, which dump out more particulates every time they rev the engine to move. One of my biggest concerns, and I'm sure it's a concern of many people across this chamber and the greater Welsh public, is the cost that this policy is having on our economy. Slowing down travel has a big impact on the ability of people to get to work, to get to school, in businesses dispatching and delivering their goods, and in people being able to access services. And it is genuine, and it is a genuine and legitimate worry that the government has already recognised that this could cost the Welsh economy billions of pounds in the years ahead, yet is still intent of pushing this policy through. However, I feel like it's almost like that Welsh Labour deliberately want the Welsh economy to fail. This Welsh Government is so detached and so determined to justify its own existence that they refuse to acknowledge the enormity of the economic impact it is having. They slander those that disagree by claiming that we must want to see people hurt and killed, and they deliberately ignore public resentment towards this policy. This policy is flawed, and I believe that this Welsh Labour Government is too afraid that they've got it wrong. With this in mind, I fully support this petition. Are you
giving way, Joel James?
I fully support this petition, I fully support the petitioners, and I fully support the vast majority of this country that want to see this scrapped. Thank you.